Denmark, what a beautiful country, full of gorgeous wide open spaces, castles, Vikings, and a capital filled with fairy tale charm, where royals still rule and mermaids may swim. It is a pleasant, peaceful, clean place to live with government services that work well, and the standard of living is above the European average. Denmark is a member of the European Union and the Schengen area. It is a safe and secure country with a very low crime rate. The Danes are relaxed, informal, and often ironic. They are considered to be the world's happiest people. Let's have a closer look at this wonderful country.
Denmark, officially the Kingdom of Denmark, is a Nordic country in Northern Europe. Denmark is a country that occupies the Jutland Peninsula, extending north from continental Europe.
What many people don't realize is that Denmark isn't just one chunk of land. It's actually a group of islands referred to as the Danish archipelago. When there are more than 440 named islands making up Denmark, only 72 are inhabited by people.
Denmark borders both the Baltic and the North Sea and lies southwest of Sweden and south of Norway. It actually shares a land border with only one country, Germany, which is 68 kilometers long.
The Kingdom of Denmark is constitutionally a unitary state comprising Denmark proper and two autonomous territories, the Faroe Islands and Greenland, which is the biggest island in the world.
The national flag of Denmark consists of white Scandinavian cross on a red background. It's called Denmark, which means Danish cross. Denmark is the world's oldest flag. It is 800 years old. Up until today, in many Danish homes, parents tell their children the legend of how their flag appeared. In the 13th century, the Danish king Waldemar the Victorious led his army on a crusade in present-day Estonia. During the battle on the 5th of June 1219, the Danes were on the defense when suddenly the red banner with a white cross appeared from the sky. As a result, the luck changed, Danes' army won, and Denmark has got their flag.
Denmark has a royal and the state coat of arms. The state coat of arms consists of 3 blue lions wearing crowns, accompanied by 9 red hearts. All are on a golden shield with a royal crown on the top. The lions is a Danish arms, are known since the 12th century when the similar design was in the royal seal of King Valdemar the Great. Denmark is a kingdom which includes 2 territories with their own emblems. The coat of arms of Greenland is a blue shield charged with an upright polar bear. The polar bear symbolizes the polar bear symbolizes the fauna of Greenland, and the blue color presents the Arctic and Atlantic oceans of Greenland is washed by. The coat of arms of Faroe Islands depicts a silver ram with golden hooves and horns on a blue shield ready to defend. Both the arms are represented in the coat of arms of the Danish royal family.
The political system in Denmark is a parliamentary constitutional monarchy. The parliament in Denmark is called the Folketing, and it has a multi-party structure. Danish democracy builds on a 170-year-old constitution, which is one of the oldest constitutions in the world. A Danish queen is the official head of government. Her role is mostly ceremonial. The Danish monarchy is one of the oldest in the world. Queen Margaret II has been Denmark's monarch since 1972. Next year she will celebrate 50 years on the throne. Her heritage can be traced back more than 1,000 years. Denmark has the longest unbroken line of roads in Europe. The Danish royal family has nine castles around the country, but there are many residents in Copenhagen. The changing of the guard at the palace is a popular tourist attraction.
The Kingdom of Denmark has only one official language, Danish, the national language of Danish people. But there are several minority languages spoken, namely Faroese, German and Greenlandic. A large majority of Danes also speak English as a second language. It is mandatory for Danish students to learn English from the first grade in the public elementary schools. In the first grade of folk school, a third language option is given, usually German or French. The vast majority speak German. The Danish language is said to be one of the most difficult ones to learn due to a bunch of silent letters and complex pronunciation. Unlike the English alphabet, Danish consists 3 extra vowels, e, o and u. Therefore, it has a total of 9 vowels, which can be pronounced in 16 different ways. Besides, Danish, like many Germanic languages, is capable to create words of potentially limitless lengths. The longest registered Danish words consist of 51 letters.
The national currency of Denmark is the Danish krone. 1 krone is equal to 4 hryvnias. It is in circulation in Greenland and the Faroe Islands. It was first introduced in 1893, and there are now 50, 100, 200, 500 and 1000 Danish banknotes in circulation. The banknotes show the bridges of different architectural style from various regions of Denmark and their surroundings. To my way of thinking, the most beautiful bridges are Little Bell Bridge and Songsa.
On the other side, there is prehistoric pottery. For example, the reverse of 50 krone banknote depicts the scalp-selling vessel, a clay vessel found in a stone burial chamber in Himmerland in 1891. It dates back to 3200 BC. It is one of the finest examples of design and decoration known from Stone Age Denmark.
The Copenhagen is the capital city and the largest in Denmark. Originally the Viking Christian village founded in the 10th century, the Copenhagen became the capital of Denmark in the 15th century.
Nowadays Copenhagen is cultural, economic and governmental center of Denmark. About 1 million people live in this beautiful city, which is located on 2 islands that are joined by a number of charming bridges. Copenhagen and Malmö, Sweden, are separated by the strait, which can be crossed by road or by train across the Øresund Bridge. The trip takes 45 minutes.
Copenhagen is the modern city that still remember its history. Castlet is one of the best preserved fortresses in northern Europe. It is constructed in the form of the pentagram with the bastions at its corners. Near waterside, it is the most famous Denmark landmark. It is the Little Mermaid.
Tivoli Gardens is a world-famous amusement park which was opened in 1843. It is a great place for all ages. Aside from rides, Tivoli has many concerts, good quality restaurants and a nice place to go for a walk.
All in all, a modern architecture, the oldest royal tradition in the world, a cultural wealth, a sustainable way of life and a bustling food scene, all this and much more is waiting for you in a Danish capital.
The world's first Ministry of Environment was Danish. Since 1971, Denmark was a society based on agriculture and fishing, so Danes have a very close connection with nature. To the Danes, this respect for nature explains why Denmark is a pioneer in promoting sustainability. To the Danes, this sustainability is a holistic approach that includes renewable energy, water management, waste recycling and green transportation, including bicycle culture. A great example is 100% sustainable life in Samsa Island, which is located in the middle of Denmark. The life here relies entirely on renewable energy such as wind, solar and biomass energy. A new biogas plant produces necessary power for the Fairy Princess Elizabeth that connects Samsa with mainland Denmark. In 2017, this new biogas plant was built in Copenhagen. It is state-of-art, structure, though it burns garbage in order to produce heat and electricity to Copenhagen, but it smells fun. It is also known as Copen Hill, where people can have fun because there are some attractions, such as artificial ski and snowboard slope. Copenhagen has a goal to become a first carbon-neutral capital by 2025.
Did you know handball was invented in Denmark? Two school teachers invented handball in 1897. Since then, the sport has become the nation's passion. The Danes love sports and many play the sports they like for a lifetime. 3 out of 4 Danish children participate in sport on a regular basis, and about half the adults in Denmark are members of an athletic clubs.
Did you know Denmark is quite flat? The highest point is the hill, which reaches merely 172 meters above the sea. The sea is important to Danes. In fact, no point in Denmark is further than 50 kilometers from the sea.
In 2016, the number of cyclists crossing the city center of Copenhagen exceeded the number of cars for the first time. The number of bikes keeps rising.
Did you know clean energy is a Danish passion, and 30% of all energy use already comes from renewable sources? By the way, a giant offshore wind farm is being constructed in the Baltic Sea. When it's finished in 2022, it will produce enough energy to provide with electricity 600,000 households.
Did you know Denmark appointed the world's first female minister as Minister of Education? Nina Bench becomes the first female minister in internationally recognized government back in 1924.
Did you know in 2020, 28 Danish restaurants received 35 Michelin stars in total? The Danish Geranium is one of only 2 restaurants in Scandinavia who has 3 of the prestigious stars.
Did you know traditional Danish open-faced sandwiches, known as small broad, are among the best known examples of traditional Danish cuisine? These small half pieces of rye bread are topped with fried pickled fish called egg or meat, onion and horseradish.
Did you know that Lego was invented by a Dane? The world-famous Lego brick was invented by Ole Krieg Christiansen in 1949. Now you can visit a modern Lego land and Lego house to discover more about this renowned toy. By the way, the abbreviation Lego comes from leg godt, which means to play well.
Did you know Hans Christian Andersen is probably the most famous Dane? He wrote plays, novels, poems, but it was fairy tales that made him world famous. Among his most famous are The Ugly Duckling, The Little Mermaid, The Thumbelina. His works are translated into 160 languages. Did you know that the book of the fairy tale The Snow Queen, created by the Ukrainian publishing house Abaga Galamaga, illustrated by Ukrainian artist Vladislav Yerko, got the title The Book for Children in many countries.
Denmark is a country with age-long history and modern, advanced way of life, which is eco-friendly and family-oriented.
The Danes are people who value equality and well-being of everybody.
Their modern life is an example to follow.